Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Frozen Sick. It's been a bit because life is a beach, and I wish I could just sun on it, but it's a hurricane time. So, yeah. Last time on Frozen Sick, everybody managed to find and enter the ruins where they hope to find the cure to the terrible sickness that is currently overtaking their friend Steven and several other people from where they came from. Um,
Coronavirus Dungeons and Dragons real?
Apparently, only this coronavirus turns you into ice. Um, you guys managed to make it through several rooms already. You killed some animated sets of armor, or at least disabled them for the time being. You killed a zombie underneath a pile of rubble. And you killed two more zombies, or is it three more zombies? Three more
Mm.
zombies that were in the hallway. And then Alomiak threw open a door and found a room full of mostly broken weaponry. As he stepped in to look around, he activated the sword um, and several other swords that leapt up from the ground and proceeded to attack. Um, uh, Everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
I will roll initiative. Imagine if me cloning myself in the game was actually canon.
That would be disturbing. Don't forget to click on your character token.
There's a lot of swords, and they rolled good.
Oh wait, I did the wrong. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be me. I'm supposed to be a turtle.
Turtle, turtle.
Go. Let's see.
Man, don't you just hate it when you're a turtle and then you accidentally make yourself not look like a turtle?
Yes. Rob, you gonna roll for Fenton?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
You're good.
I I was distracted.
It's okay. I know you got Mass Effect.
I wasn't even playing that.
Were you looking up the Green Ranger?
Why was I
What?
looking up the Green
Why would he be
Ranger?
doing
Because you're
that?
fighting the Power Ranger swords.
Um,
For the audience, in case you're wondering why there are a plethora of different colors of swords in that room, they're all basically the same color as the ground, the tokens, and it would have been impossible for y'all to see. And while it's definitely impossible for the characters to see which swords they are unless they're actively floating in front of them, flying at them, um, I wanted to make it clear what the fuck was going on to the players.
I vote the green sword remain unkillable in honor of Jason David.
That's up to you guys, isn't it?
We just gotta keep it in our pocket.
We adopt the
You know, I'm
sword.
thinking that once we defeat these swords, we could, like, use them in battle or something.
Well, War, you're up first. The last thing you saw was Olomiak open a door and go into another room, and then they said, "Hello," as there was the swift clashing of steel.
What is it? Is it another pair of armor? And, what the is this?
It's a lot of swords floating in the middle of the room, one of which is attacking
Cool.
Olomiak.
Alright, well, I should probably do something about it. I don't know if I can, though.
Well, you only moved 5, 10, 15, 20 feet, so I believe you've got a bit more movement left.
Alright, I'm gonna go up to one of these things and give it a piece of my mind.
I think you can get to right here.
Alright. And I'm guessing that's it?
I mean, that's as far as you can go if you want to still be able to attack something, yes.
Alright, then I'm gonna attack that pink one.
The
Attack
You
Kimberly.
mean the purple one?
It looks pink.
Here's the pink
That's
one.
fuchsia.
Oh. I guess the purple one then.
Okie dokie, go ahead and roll to hit.
I don't
Alright.
remember if there's a purple ranger. I would
I
assume
think
there's a purple ranger.
I think
I think there was
maybe in
only
some
one.
versions.
And go
I
ahead.
think
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'm not raging, just so you know. I feel like I should save that.
I think you've only got one left, so that's probably a good idea.
Okay, good. I'm actually learning how to be smart for once.
Alright, so your great axe clangs against this sword, and you see that the cold weather has made it brittle. Pieces of it, just little slivers, start to break off. You've dealt it a decently good blow. It's showing some cracks and stuff.
Alright.
Anything else for your turn?
No, I don't think so.
Okie dokie. Next up is going to be this guy. What's your movement speed, sword? Oh, that's a good movement speed.
Is that Billy?
It's literally a floating sword. What are you expecting?
This guy flies above your head
It's a floating sword.
and
I'm not really expecting much.
proceeds to attack War because he is the one who attacked the purple sword. I assume a
Screw
7.
you!
A 7 does not hit though, and it bounces off of your hard shell with a clang.
Am I joke to you?
Next up is Yellow Sword, and they have advantage as well. They are going to attack the Alomiac.
This sword think I'm joke to him.
Does a 12 hit you, Alomiac? I think the answer is no, but I'm just double checking. Yeah, it is a no. Next up is this guy. Rushes over. Whoosh. Flies over your head. Whoosh. Attacks. War. 10. That does not hit for sure.
Am I joke to you?
Yes. Green one goes whoosh.
Are they all just gonna try ganging up on me?
Yes.
This better not be one of those if you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us type of cliches.
Well, good thing he had advantage, because otherwise that would have been a natural 1. But a 20. Does a 20 hit you, War?
Are you asking me that question?
I am asking you that question. And I think the answer is yes, but
Of course, I don't have armor class like over all the teens.
I mean, you do have a pretty high armor class, but I was just asking. That'll be 7 slashing damage, and you do take the full damage because you're not raging.
Alright. Well, that's gonna suck.
Yeah. Next up is
If
Finton.
he shoot... If... Never mind, I shouldn't say that.
Alright. Let's see here. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da.
You've been hearing a lot of metal on metal and metal on shell.
Hey, Patrick, could you turn that game down? Yes, you can, Patrick.
Do, 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 do. What can I do?
Can't believe I'm being lied to.
Hmm. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. He's gonna step over there. Wait, what do I have? I have an idea. Do. I don't know what that noise was, but
What noise?
oh, okay, cool. It didn't pick up. What kind of swords are these?
Like,
Mighty Morphin Power Swords.
yes, they're Mighty Morphin Power Swords.
But like, do they look like short, long?
Some of them are short swords, some of them are long swords. You think you see a falchion in there. That one's a scimitar. I probably said that wrong. Don't at me, bro. But it's a bunch of different
Oh,
kinds of
whoa,
swords.
whoa, whoa. What the hell did you just say?
I said, don't at me, bro. Anyway.
Uh, any chance any of them are rapiers from what I can tell?
Hold on. Let me roll a percentile dice.
This idea
Yes,
is
there's one
fun.
rapier.
Oh, which one is it?
It is. Hold on. The yellow one.
Greeny is a rapier.
No, the yellow one is a rapier.
Let's see. This very likely won't work, but I'm gonna try. So let me double check one of my abilities of nimbleness. So halfling nimbleness says I can move through the space of any creature that is a size larger than my own.
All of these swords are floating. They can float over top of everyone.
Okay, cool. So I can move through the sword spaces.
You can move through the sword spaces, but if you leave the range of their attack, you will incur attacks of opportunity.
Yep. Okay, so I moved 1, 2, 3. He's gonna duck and weave under the sword. He's gonna squeeze by Olomiak.
And you're going to incur an
He,
attack of opportunity from the pink sword.
well, I'm not going there. I'm sharing a space with Olomiak temporarily.
Okay.
And I want to try, and I know this might be difficult, but to capture the yellow sword with my own rapier sheath.
Alright, this is going to be a sleight of hand roll
A sleight of hand.
against their own acrobatics.
Okay.
Oh wait, this should
Oh, I'm glad it's a sleight of hand.
Yeah, so
Only I had.
you lunge forward and you manage to, as the sword is kind of jabbing at you, slip the case of the rapier. Where is your rapier? Is it out in your other hand?
Uh, I tossed it out for a moment. I was like, I'll
Mm,
pick you up later.
okay. So
I like.
you trap the yellow rapier in a sheath. Then I'm gonna need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be so good.
The sword
Nice.
rises, and you rise with it.
Even with an 18 save?
They rolled a 20. Sorry, sword that's been serving me faithfully up until now. I've got a new sword. Enjoy the cold, hard ground. Fenton, probably. Yeah, Fenton, I'm gonna say this isn't going to incur an attack of opportunity simply because you are being removed from the space against your will. But
Yeah.
you are currently floating about 5 to 8 feet off the ground, clinging to the sheath of the rapier that you have currently sheathed.
uh, Holding on to this rapier, can I try to hold it like one hand on the sheath, one hand on the hilt to like keep it in the sheath?
That yeah, it's not trying to get out of the sheath. You get the feeling it doesn't understand that it's in a sheath.
Okay. Oh, have I taken damage?
I think you took damage with the zombies, perhaps.
Okay. I just noticed my hit points. Okay, cool. I think that's it then.
Okie dokie. Next up is going to be Pixie. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Vincent, I didn't know you could fly!
I know, I didn't know that either. Just needed a magic sword to learn how.
Oh, I want one too! I don't have a sheath, though. She narrows her eyes. Oh well, I have a ladle. And she is going to attack the one in front of her. And she hits for 6 bludgeoning damage. As pieces of brittle sword crack and go flying. There we go. And then she's going to scooch this way so that other people can move past her. Well, actually, no, that guy would have been blocked by the door. He wouldn't incur an attack of opportunity. That's fine. Alrighty. That's going to be her turn. And now it's Red's turn. He's going to whoosh in and go after War as well.
Of course.
Does an 18 hit you, War?
Let's see. Probably yes. Yeah, by 1 point.
That's 8 slashing damage. How you looking, buddy?
I'm looking like something.
Is the something unconscious?
Maybe.
Is the something unconscious?
I mean, last time I took 7, this time I take 8. So, let me think here. Alright. I have 23 health and I take away 15, so yeah, I'm still alive, just not very well.
But is that how much health you had last time after the zombies? Because I'm seeing 11 on your token.
I don't even really see, actually.
If you click on your token, that little green bubble.
Oh. Oh. Well then, I'm probably screwed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn you this way.
If he if he stabs you, you'll probably die.
So, War goes down on the ground like a sack of turtle soup.
Wow,
Havu,
wow, wow.
Havu,
Disappointing.
here's a great opportunity to show the goodness and humanity in your heart.
I am not a human. You know it'd be easier if you just came out of the room and we closed the door.
But then how would we
You
all
know,
get flying
it would be a
swords?
lot more fun if we actually killed these things.
You
Oh,
are
wait, I'm dead.
unconscious. I can't hear you.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Do I have to do everything for you guys?
No. It's
it
mainly
would be
me doing everything
appreciated,
for almost
ma'am.
all of you.
You're unconscious. Stop talking.
You know how nice
I
it is
can
to have the
talk whenever I
quiet where
want.
the turtle isn't talking? It is so nice.
Shut up.
No, Jason, you really are unconscious.
Unconscious people don't speak. And Kathy is speaking in character.
Yeah.
It is so nice to have it quiet. What does it get me if I make him and heal him?
We might be able to get out of here alive, 'cause he's usually kind of hard to hit.
How about do the swords?
I mean, he dodged most of them,
Ah, fine. Get up.
says Stephen. Now you're no longer unconscious. Now you have 6 hit points back.
Which
Well,
sword looks the worst?
well,
Um,
gee, thanks. I'm
See?
I'm
Wouldn't it have been nice if he was just still quiet?
the purple sword looks the worst. The purple and blue ones are the only 2 ones that have taken damage so far.
well, let's try changing that.
Well, it's
The
not your
Okay.
yellow
turn.
one,
Since the purple one is far away, I will try to hit that one.
Okay,
the yellow one is no longer a piercing weapon.
correct.
I like
And
it
I
when
just
things
noticed you
aren't
like
weapons.
floating around up in, on high above me, and I'm just like,
It's
he
kind of
could
like
just
that
close
one.
the door.
It's kind of like that one scene from the first Harry Potter movie when he's like being flung around on the broom.
Yeah. Olobiac gestures vaguely. He is stupid. He mean, he cruel. But he good for being hit by stuff. Better him than you.
It's true, but we
Oh,
could leave him
shut
in here
your
to get
mouth.
hit.
Unfortunately, the sword makes its dex save with a 22.
Yeah, I figured they were probably dexterous.
They're swords.
Just come out of the room and close the door. And I'm going to listen to this door to see if there's anything on the other side.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check while I check if there's anything in that room. That's that one, huh?
I don't know if. I'll wait till my turn to say.
So when you walk up to this door, before you even start listening, you notice very pointedly that a large red X has been painted across this stone door. Um, you don't even have to draw close before you hear the sounds of violent banging and the crashes of large objects being tossed about the room.
There might be more swords in this room too.
Doesn't sound like swords.
What does it sound like?
Crash!
Oh. Do you speak common?
Master, where are you? That was not
That
common,
is a
though.
yes.
That was not common, though. That was draconic.
Oh.
But you know draconic, so.
Okay, then I yell back. Who is your master? In Draconic.
Master! Master!
Master of puppets, pulling the strings.
And
now it's the time, man.
that's about as much as you get out in your round. Steven's turn
Yep.
next. Steven is going to take up his crossbow and try to fire at the blue one. That hits for 3 damage as he damages the hilt, breaks one of the crosshairs off or something. They don't seem to be very sturdy objects as far as longevity goes. A little bit hard to hit, but not very, not much
Sturdy.
Yeah, the cold has made them brittle.
They're wiggly though.
So wiggly. Elomiac, you're up. You've got a floating Fenton on one side. You're surrounded by swords on all sides. What are we investigating, Elomiac? You know what? Yeah. A couple of them look like they may be rotted from age, but with a 15, you see a couple of sheaths here and there. Closest sheath is right underneath the green one, actually.
I This just painted a mental image of all of us sheathing a sword and being flung around the room.
Only if you fail your checks.
And then in the background.
Yeah, be my clowns.
Hmm. Oh no, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen here.
Oh no. It's going to be the most intelligent, most sensible decision that has ever been made
That has ever been sensed.
based on those rules.
Omega's gonna try to jump, use the green sword as a step, and grab Fenton and try to drag him to the door with the yellow sword in tow. Okay, okay. So I'm going to need, first of all, a dexterity check. So you jump, and the green sword moves slightly to the left, and you crash to the ground. Please make one more dexterity saving throw to see if you take damage from the literal piles of broken metal on the ground. What's the DC on that one?
If you're a barbarian, you might actually get advantage on this one.
Yeah, you do get advantage on this one. You did the correct roll the first time. This second one is because you failed roll number one. Um, it's save this time because you failed the roll to vault off greensword. So this is to see if when you fall, you take damage from all the broken metal on the ground. Is okay. Okay, so you fall, but you manage to not fall on any of the super pointy bits. But you are prone. You can use the rest of your movement to stand back up again, though, if you want. All right. Anything else you'd like to attempt? And he squints at the green sword, pointing a finger at it. Rude! And turn. So Havu, you just saw Lomiak like flailing leap at the green sword and it move and him fall, and then he just insults the green sword. Alright, next up is the purple sword again. It is, let's see. It's actually going to, because it can't tell that you're alive, War. So it's going to fly over top of you and go for the person who just tried to hit it with holy fire. War, Alomiak, and Pixie. Well, no, just War and Alomiak all get to make opportunity attacks.
I'm gonna make mine.
I shake my feet at it as it leaves my space a little bit too far away from me.
Alright, that
Right, I
misses
don't hit
War.
it.
Yeah, sorry, War, that misses. Gonna try to
I
grapple it as
hate
it
missing.
passes. Okie dokie, contested strength check. Hold on, where's your thingy? There it is. Oh, you're typing? Lemiak grabs the sword. Like a sword. Dun dun dun. Um, so that's 18-18. It's a tie.
Dun dun dun.
So you're gonna need to roll again.
Oh
That's 4 versus 10. Okay, so here's what happens. You grab the sword. You're dragged with it out into the hallway. You don't take any attacks of opportunity, though, because it was not a willing movement. Elomiak yells, I got it!
My circus clowns.
And then it's going to attempt to attack Havu with disadvantage because Elomiak is holding on to it. That is a 5. That does not hit.
And Habu's gonna look at Alomiak like, what are you doing?
Make friends!
Okay, can we close the door and continue on?
Yeah, bye Vincent, bye War, fuck you. War, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to try committing more murder.
Do you stand up first before you try to commit the murder?
Of course, why would I not?
Okay, so you use half your movement speed to stand up. What are you trying to attack?
I'm gonna attack the pink one.
Okie dokie. Yeah, no, a 10 is not going to hit, and it's not advantage because you are not, words I'm looking for.
Region.
No. The thing where
Oh,
somebody stands across from you.
flanking.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I couldn't remember the word because you're not flanking the pink one. So yeah, that misses. Sorry.
How dare I? I
All right.
can't believe myself.
Next up is the blue one. It's going to fly a whoosh at Steven since Steven hit it. War, you do get an attack of opportunity on the blue one.
Okay, I'm probably gonna fail it.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yup,
Well, actually, no, you were flanking that one because Pixie was over there when it started moving. So a 23 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
wasn't expecting that.
Oh god! Oh god. It shatters into a bajillion pieces. Blue is
It's
gone.
another day.
Alright. Yellow is going to proceed to zip around the room with you hanging on it, Fenton, just rocketing all over the place. And I'm going to need you to make a either an athletics or an acrobatics check to keep grip of this scabbard and not fall onto the pointy metal below you.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm going to choose acrobatics. Damn it.
Oh man. Alright, now I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw as you lose your grip on the sheath and plummet towards the pointy. Ah, that does not quite make it. Alright. That's going to be a d4 of piercing damage. That's going to be 2 piercing damage as you sit on a piece of broken sword.
That was fun.
Oh no, Finton, your ass is bleeding.
You cut out at the
Pixie said, "Oh no, Finton, your ass is bleeding."
It might be a medical condition caused by the death crab.
uh, anyway, that's that sword's turn. It is Pink's turn. Has anybody hit Pink yet? No, they haven't. Well, then it's gonna go back to attacking War. That is a 11. Even with advantage, it does not hit. And Green Sword also hasn't been touched yet. Let's see, but it did just see a Fenton fall next to it. Which one is it going to go for? It's going to keep going after War. That is a 16. That does not hit. Because you've got 17. Okay. Alright, and Fenton, it's back to you.
Let's see. I'll use half my movement to stand up. And um oh yeah, there's all those things I can do. So I guess I will just take a dagger. After seeing how easily one of these swords broke, and but we don't want to kill the green one.
You brought a knife to a sword fight.
I did. I
He also
brought a
brought
normal.
carrots.
His knife is a carrot. It's just a very sharp carrot.
Can I reach the yellow sword still?
It's still pretty high up there. It didn't come down after dropping you. It is still sheathed, though.
Okay. I will use daggers on green sword then.
Oh no. Fenton's killing the Green Ranger.
There's not much else I could do right now. Oh, well, I could go over here with a bonus action disengage.
That you could.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright.
And then attack the red sword.
That
21.
Yeah, that hits with advantage because war and flanking. Go ahead and roll damage.
And also,
And sneak attack. That's 7 plus 4 is 11 total. So you just take your dagger to this thing with a quick stabbity stab, and pieces and shards just go flying all over the place. It looks pretty darn bad off.
and my turn.
Alrighty. It's Pixie's turn, and she's going to take her mace and swing it at the purple sword that you're holding, Alomiak, just to try to bash it. That is an 11. She misses. Alomiak yanks the sword away. Aye! What? Aren't we supposed to? And she makes a smashy motion with her ladle mace. I'm taming it. Let me alone. Okay. And next up is the red sword, who did not like being hit, and it turns around and tries to stab down at you, Fenton. That's a 15 to hit.
Let me see. I'm going to use my second chance to make it roll again, and it has to use the second roll.
Okie dokie. Natural 20. Natural 20. Oh, you are so fucking lucky. It rolled a 19 and a natural 20.
Oh.
You're lucky it rolled the 19 first. Um, and it doesn't have advantage on you for any reason. So that's gonna be.
Well, the way second chances is just roll again and take the second roll.
That's a 19.
So it wouldn't be like a whole ass new roll. Okay, 19. Yeah, that hits.
That'll be 7 damage.
He's unconscious.
Boop. You went from tamer of swords to pincushion in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
Hey, Havu! You're
Well,
up.
Havu's like, alright, the Lumiak has the purple one. He's making friends. The other ones are probably going to die. I don't see what's happening. Um, friend who is behind the door, she says in Draconic, who are you waiting for?
For a moment, you hear a pause, and then there's a as somebody runs up to the door and starts banging on it. Master! Is that you? Let me out!
I don't think I am your master, but if we are going to be friends, I will gladly let you out.
Go ahead and roll persuasion with disadvantage. You are not master! Heavy banging at the
Damn,
door
man.
continues, and you see it shaking and shuddering. Small splintering cracks starting to form.
Do you want me to be your master?
There is nothing but an inhuman roar in response to that, but I'm not going to do it because I may deafen someone.
Havu turns around and is like, I just can't win with these today, huh? And then she's going to do. What should she do?
Alomiak nods. Yes. Also, I think Fenton died.
Yeah, I knew that the death crab would get him at one point or another. It took a lot longer than I thought.
No, it was the sword. Can you please help him?
I gotta do everything. One, pardon me. Two, so I can kind of see Fenton. It's like his leg sticking up from behind something, and I'm like, last time I'm helping you today.
And you are awake, Fenton, with 7 hit points.
And I am going to, as my action, cast no, she wouldn't do that. I'm going to see the red sword not doing too hot and attempt a sacred flame. Probably not going to work because they're wiggly.
They are wiggly. Oh, no, they failed by 1 point.
Woo!
And how much damage? Oh, it shatters mostly. There's just a floating hilt left with like one tiny little sliver of blade on it.
Your turn. And she just kind of sits there with her arms crossed, like, come on. If you get out of the room, we could close a door. I don't think these swords know how to open doors.
Steven is kind of blocked and can't see anything to take a shot at it because he's got an Alomiak and a Havu in front of him. So he's going to hold his action to fire whenever somebody moves so he can get a good shot. Alomiak, you're up. Alomiak tries to beat up pink with purple. Okie dokie. So, yep, that'll be a contested strength throw. You already did yours. Let me do mine. Oh, so you try to yank it one way, and it wants to yank the other. So I'm gonna need you to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna need you to roll a d8. One. Okie dokie. You stab into this square right here instead of at pink where you'd been intending to. Good news is you don't hit anyone. Bad news is that's your action. Alright, so you just like flailing around and the sword's just yanking you in multiple directions. It's it's fun. Oh, guess whose turn it is now? So go ahead and make another contested strength check again, because it's going to try to stab Pixie, because they're the one who tried to hit them with the mace. Oh, geez, that's a good one. Oh, that's a natural 1 versus a 20. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and roll another d8. It stabs the same place again, just to the left of Pixie, almost grazing her cheek, and she's like, oh! Bad news is that's its action. It can do nothing else. War, you're up. You're surrounded by 3 swords. The one to the south looks the worst off, but it did just almost kill Fenton.
Can I, like, try spinning my axe around to get all of them?
You unfortunately do not have the cleave talent, but you can attack one of them.
Alright.
That does
Never
not hit.
mind. Oh well.
Alright. Yellow still has a sheath on it. It
Does it
is.
go to sleep like a bird?
No.
It's dark. It's nighttime. Good night.
No. It's going to fly over to Fenton, and it is going to attempt to attack him, but it's going to have disadvantage because it's in a sheath. But Fenton also it also has advantage on Fenton because Fenton's on the ground, so it's just going to be a straight roll. Does a 14 hit you, Fenton? Rob?
We
Rob?
need Finn. We need Finn in a tin here.
Rob, if you're
Alright. I was responding. I forgot my mic was up.
oh, okay, cool. Yeah, does a 14 hit you?
It does not.
Excellent. So it goes whoosh right past your nose. All right. Next up is the.
Oh, wait a minute. I am unconscious.
No, you are not. You got healed for 7 hit points.
Oh, I did not hear that bit.
Yep, you are at 7 health currently. You got.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So yeah, you have 7 hit points. Anyway, it is Pink's turn. And it knows you tried to attack it, so it's turning its attention to you, Alomiak. It is going to be attacking with disadvantage though because you're fucking flirting around like a maniac with this purple sword, so there's a chance it might accidentally get deflected. That's a 7. That's not hit.
Is this like frickin' air blast?
Alomiak, swing! Alright, and the green one is attacking you, War.
Oh no.
That's an 18. That hits, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, it's only 3 slashing damage, so you're still up. -3.
I am super duper anger.
And next up is Fenton.
All right. I'll get up
Mm-hmm.
and where's the yellow one now again?
Which one?
The yellow one, like how high up?
The yellow one has come down to you height again.
Still sheathed.
Still sheathed.
I want to grab it.
All right, contested strength check.
I feel like I used something else in strength last time. Sleight of hand, you said.
It was sleight of hand for you
Oh,
to.
but to get it on, yeah.
Yeah, sleight of hand for you to put the sheath on, and then it was strength for you to fucking hang on to it. I would allow athletics if you're better at that.
I don't think I am.
Well, you'll be happy to know you've both tied, and we need to roll again.
I...
Oh, oh God.
Oh,
That's a
oh wait.
natural 1 versus a natural 20. You are once again fucking airborne. Whoosh.
Well, not that it matters, but it's technically not a natural one. Because halflings are lucky. When I roll a 1 on a d20 for attack, roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can re-roll the die and use a new roll. That's just solid. It doesn't really change anything, but it doesn't have any net
How
1
many
negatives.
times a day?
It doesn't say. It just says that's. So if you roll 2 net 1s, then you roll a net 1.
I see. Okay. So, roll again then?
I figure that would just be for the 2 right next to it because that would have been technically the second roll.
Okay.
Yeah, halflings are insane. They're so good.
That's not much that would have been able to save you anyway. The sword rolled a natural 20. You are once again airborne. Whoosh! Good news is you take no attacks of opportunity on you because you were removed forcibly.
So long, farewell, do 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 do. I don't know if that's the Mary Poppins song, but that's what I'm thinking.
It's Pixie's turn, and
Sound of music, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
she's gonna rush in. 5, 10, 15, 20, and she's going to attack green with advantage. Mace! That does not hit. Whoosh! Misses. It is Red's turn, and they are going to attack Fenton with disadvantage because you're being yanked all over the place. That is an 11. That does not hit. Well, actually, it's a 10 because disadvantage, so that does definitely not hit. Havu, you are up. Maybe you can do something besides heal now.
Yes, because I said I'm not going to heal anyone anymore.
Is it because you're out of spell slots?
No. That would be ridiculous.
Nah, it really wouldn't be.
I'm going to grab my light crossbow and how far away do I have to be to not be at disadvantage?
10 feet.
Is so I wouldn't be able to do pink. Okay, I'll do red.
Unless you have
You don't
a
really
special feat.
you don't really have a straight shot on red. You can fire, but it would be with disadvantage because you've got
Okay,
Olomiak and you've got War right there.
well I'm fine if I hit war.
Okay. What about
I'm going to
Olomiak?
Shut the
I'm going to try to not hit Olomiak. He's shorter than me, right?
No.
Really? How tall is Olomiak?
The world waits with bated breath.
For some reason, I thought he was like halfling size.
I thought he was super tall because he's made up of a lot of things. Technically, he changes size depending on how much he squashes himself. When you met him the first time, he was disguised as a rock gnome, generally the height he keeps himself as. But when he's around people, he knows he keeps a taller height, so yeah, he's probably average human sized about now.
Oh, darn. Okay. I will prepare my crossbow to fire at one of these swords when I get a better shot, and I'll say, Olomiak dear, could you please move out of the way with your friend? I need to try to kill a sword.
I'll let you squash yourself as a free action. You may now fire over top of a Lomiak. It's not with disadvantage, but if you roll a nat 1, you're hitting war. Okay, there you go. 18 hits. Please roll damage. Psh, it shatters. I'm picturing an accordion now, but hearing a harmonica for some reason when I picture Lomiak squashing up and down. I don't know why.
I mean, to be fair, they do sound kind of similar.
I don't know why. Anything else for your turn, Havu?
I'll go, can we please finish this up? We have an angry dragon in the other room.
Sives would have. He just Sives from like a bajillion miles away sneezes suddenly and is like, dragons? Alomiak is like, yeah, okay, dragon?
Deal with your purple friend first.
Steven is going to attempt to squish past you now, Havu, since there's no longer a person in the space next to that door. Do you allow him to pass?
Of course, Stephen can pass.
Excellent. Steven's gonna try and take aim at Pink Sword with disadvantage because of the weird angle and the closeness, but he's gonna try. That misses. Lomiak, you're up. Okay. Alright. So first, yep, strength check. Perfect. Mm, Alright. Unfortunately, 13 versus 18. Uh, it is jerking wildly. Go ahead and roll a d8 and we'll see who gets stabbed. Wheel of stabbing! Oh, so close. You stab the air in the square directly next to you. Whoosh. But it's not Steven. Lomiak is going to bonus action try to harmlessly kick at Pink Sword to provoke it into targeting himself instead of Steven. Okie dokie. Alright. Performance check for me quick. The point was quavering and pointing at Steven. Now it's wavering between the two of you. You feel like you may be having some influence in swaying its decision making. We'll find out on the next turn. Alrighty, with that out of the way, please make another contested strength check as your sword tries to attack someone. Oh, that's a 7 versus 20. He doesn't get to attack who he wants to, so go ahead and roll that d8 and see where it really lands. Ha! It stabs Pink! Well, it stabs at Pink. Let's see if it hits Pink. Ah! It hits Pink!
Now, if a sword hits another sword, does it cause reciprocal damage?
No, because it's the one making the attack. Otherwise, it would be losing health every time it hit one of you guys.
Well, we're not a sword.
Yeah, but you've got armor. It's made of metal, too.
I know, but it's not pointy.
Oh boy, no. The purple sword doesn't take damage. The pink sword does. Pink is definitely aiming at you, Alomiak. Actually, more accurately, it's aiming at your sword.
Patrick, how many times do I have to tell you to turn the game down?
Pink sword, what the hell, man? Purple sword. Oh, War,
What the
you're up.
hell?
What you doing?
I think I just want to crave violence.
Well, who are you craving it upon?
Are you raging yet?
Craving it upon I'm craving it upon green sword.
Well, you have advantage because it's being flanked by Pixie, so that's a 20 that hits. Go ahead, roll damage. Oh, you see some cracks starting to form in Green Sword. Oh
Oh
no.
Oh
no!
my god, green sword breaking? Question mark?
Green Sword isn't looking so good, you guys.
Green sword not looking so good? Question mark?
Anything else for your turn, War?
I don't think so.
Alrighty. Next up, we have Yellow. Yellow is still being held by Fenton. So, Fenton, please make acrobatics or strength check to hang on to the sword as it's flying around. Fenton,
Yes.
please make an acrobatics or athletics check to hang on to the sword while it's flying around.
Yep. Acrobatics. Where did my mouse go? There you are.
Nice!
Oh,
Fuck yeah. Not only do you hang on to the sword, you manage to wrestle it down till your feet are gently touching the ground and it is quavering. You've got one hand on the hilt, one hand in on the scabbard. You get the feeling that while it isn't fully quelled yet, if you manage to keep it in that sheath for a little bit longer, it might not be moving anymore.
mmm.
That's the end of its turn. Now it's Pink's turn, and it is angry, and it is going to attack Purple. It hits. It deals 3 slashing damage to Purple. Purple's not looking
Oh.
so great.
Oh no.
Brother, my brother, telling me what we fighting for. Alright, now it's Green's turn. And oh, they both attacked him. He's gonna have to roll. Which one? It's gonna be Pixie. Makes a slash at Pixie. Oh shit! Good thing it didn't have advantage. But he still hits. He stabs Pixie in the arm as she yelps and almost drops her ladle, dealing 4 damage. Alrighty. Fenton, you're up. Go ahead and roll a quick strength check to try to keep this sword contained.
Time for the roller coaster.
Oh no.
So I roll 1 because of that lucky feat. Or not even lucky feat, lucky trait.
And they roll a 13. Um.
To
So
infinity and beyond.
basically, yep, back up in the air you go. Whoosh. It's Pixie's turn, and she's gonna take a swing at Green again.
I'll holler like, you should try sheathing these swords. It's actually a lot of fun.
But I don't have a sheath. Oh, wait. And she picks up one off the ground, and she's gonna try a sleight of hand check just because I don't want to crush all of your dreams. Holy shit.
Of course you want to crush all of our dreams. You're our DM.
Oh, man.
And the 2 chaos gremlins are going to be sent flying around the room.
She sheathes the sword in the semi-decrepit hilt, and then she must do a contested strength check. The sword rolls a 19. Pixie rolls a 12. Whoosh! Whee!
What is that gift size? What the fuck is that gift?
What did they do? Oh shit, is that a flying horse? I am concerned.
Oh my gosh, the cowboy on the one above it.
Yeah, I don't know what is happening in the one above it. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
I can't. Oh boy. Anyway, however you're up.
Flying Cooks.
We've got
This episode is called Flying Cooks.
Oh man, the
Too
amazing
many
flying
cooks.
If only this was Curse of Strahd and a certain zombie werewolf man was trying to do it, we could call this the Flying Graysons.
Too many cooks.
It was a Batman reference. No one got it.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
too soon. Too soon.
Ah, that was a good video though. Anyway, Havu, you're up.
Is Alomiak still accordioned?
Is Alomiak still accordion?
Okay. I'm
Well,
gonna
according to this.
shoot Hank.
Sure. Disadvantage because of how close you are, but yes, you can shoot it.
Yeah.
Hank
That
is
does not hit.
I'm just like, can we please close the door?
You've got 3 people in there.
Yeah, well, I told them to leave many times, and they are not listening.
It's Steven's turn. He's going well, technically Lomiak's holding it, so he's not leaving Purple's range. He's gonna move over here and try to stab Pink directly this time with his scimitar. Sword on sword.
Smash it.
Oh god
Smash it.
damn it, Steven! Fucking let me get the chart. Jesus Christ.
No.
Dumb wasted I. So many dumb
So many dumb
wasted I.
ways to die.
Well, we wanted the master, the dragon's master. It's going to be the dragon.
Maybe. 100.
The dragon is using all the magic in its power to never be summoned again.
You may never see the dragon again. 30, 30. Oh. Oh. Okay. I see. Well, gotta do this first.
What are you mad that none of us die?
Oh, thank God. So he hits himself, but he does not exceed personal AC, so it's not critical damage. So he takes 4 damage as he accidentally stabs himself in the foot. Good job, Steven.
Patrick.
It's okay. I think that's frozen already. I can't feel it a thing. It's okay.
You need all of your toes.
I don't need toes anyway. It's cool, he said as blood seeps out of his shoe. Nah, really, I know an uncle who's missing like all his toes. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Alomiak, it's your turn.
Stop being so happy, damn it.
Oh no, Alomiak has raged. He now has advantage on all strength checks and saving throws. Good
Oh,
thing,
good.
too! You whip this sword, and what are you attacking with it? That guy? Okay, let me roll that. What's your strength modifier, by the way? Because I'm going to have to...
2.
Actually, you know what? Just add a longsword to your inventory and attack with that, because that'll solve that problem. Ah, it just misses. Actually, no, it misses by quite a lot, sorry. It misses. But you sense that the sword quivering in your grip is now, if you make a couple, maybe 1 to 2 more successful strength checks, depending on what those rolls are, you might quiet it down. That'll be a free action because you've already used your bonus action. And how are you trying to intimidate Pink? What are you doing to intimidate the pink one? Omiak raises purple above his head and at the same time unsquishes himself so he rises up towards the ceiling, chest heaving. Let's see. It only has a 1 intelligence. And I don't mean like a 1 bonus. I mean a 1 intelligence. I don't think it's smart enough to be afraid. Um, but it with a 15, we'll say that that's deception instead via intimidation, and it thinks that you're gonna make a mighty swing, so it's kind of positioning itself to try to repel it. It's not smart enough to know to move, though. It doesn't fathom life and death and all that stuff. It's a sword. Purple, uh, purple isn't scared because it is also just a sword. Um, Purple, however, is recognizing that there's a hand wielding it that is stronger than it, and it might have to stop fighting it if it keeps up. If this keeps up. Alright, next up is in fact purple, so that's going to be that contested strength check as it tries to stab somebody that is not who you want it to stab. Oh no. So, it's its turn to roll a natural 20 actually. um so it's going to try to attack Steven.
Now, because it is,
What's your AC, Steven? That's a
is it
14.
going to be moving out of my reach? Probably not.
No, it's still within a Lomiac square. Um by virtue of how you had to try to combat which way it was going, you wouldn't be able to twist around there in time to take the blow for Steven because you are the one physically holding the sword. A 14 does hit him, unfortunately, and that is 8 damage. Ah! Okay, those were not toes. That was. Oh, he's like clutching his side. Okay, that is kind of bad. I didn't like that. Are you trying to intimidate a Lomiac, the sword,
No, the
Steven?
sword. She's getting angry at the sword too.
They have one intelligence. They don't understand the concept of fear.
Habu doesn't have the best intelligence either, okay?
It's an animated object, you guys. It can't be afraid. It's not sentient.
She's still mad at it.
It's not a mimic in disguise. War, it's your turn.
Okay, time to commit more attempted murder.
Please do.
I'll
Please
do it
just,
on Pink Sword.
just kill the sword.
Okay.
A 13 does not hit.
Oh my fucking god.
Alright, it's Yellow's turn. Fenton, please roll either athletics or acrobatics to stay on the flying sword. Fenton? Rob? Rob?
Where is Roberto Williamson?
I think he might have fallen asleep, so I'm going to do what he told me to do when I think that has happened. I'm going to kick him from Discord and then call him on the phone. Because apparently he can't hear it if he's on Discord mobile, which he might be.
Okie dokie.
Alrighty.
Do I just hit disconnect to kick somebody from the call but not the server? I think so.
I did 4.
Thank you. Okay, I call him now.
Something I really like about Scarlet and Violet is that Magikarp is not all floppy anymore.
Yeah, he definitely fell asleep and he's not answering his phone. So I'll just make the roll for him. And, yeah. Okie dokie. Let's see. Fenton.
Okie dokie. You know what is not wahoo? Absolutely okie dokie.
Fenton falling off the sword and crashing to the ground because that's happening. Controlling dexterity saving throw to not get
Yep,
stabbed.
that not what I had
Nice.
in mind, but it works. Yes.
5-point landing. He does not take any damage. Excellent. But he has let go of the sword. Okay. Next up is Pink. Fuck, everybody's attacking Pink. Who's Pink going to attack? There's so many options. Lomiak looks like it's about to attack it, so probably that option. It swings at a Lomiak. That's a 9. That does not hit. It just whoosh right in front of you. See, now it's Green's turn, and it's going to be contested strength against Pixie's acrobatics or athletics. So, sword rolls an 11. Pixie rolls a 14. She hangs on and pulls it a little bit closer to the ground, although her feet aren't quite touching down yet. Now it's Fenton's turn. And the sword is too high up to hit him if he were to run away, so he's going to do that and make an attack of opportunity. Not an attack of opportunity, he's going to make an attack on Pink. With advantage because, yeah. So dagger. That just barely misses. And that's going to be Pixie's turn. Pixie is going to make a strength check to keep the sword contained. Dang. Oh, fuck, yeah. Nah. It, she's dragged it down enough so that she doesn't have to make a dex check when she loses her grip, but the sword is now out of her grasp. She can make an attack on it though, which she is going to she's gonna do. She is going to do for some reason though non-lethal damage since it's in his sheath if she manages to hit. She doesn't manage to hit anyway. Havu, you're up.
Alright. Havu is not too happy that Pink hurt Steven. And is going to come over here and probably, I don't know if Steven's going to let her, push Steven out of the way over here.
Just
No,
grab
probably
him.
over here.
Just grab
And
him
then
yank him
take
out.
his spot.
Yeah, just he can't resist you. He's too stunned by getting stabbed.
Alright. And then I'm going to stab at the Pink with my dagger.
with advantage. And you hit! You just barely managed to hit. It's 5 piercing damage. Alright, it's looking pretty bad.
And I'm going to yell at this sword, "You leave Stephen alone!" And threaten it with a dagger.
It
I don't think that really did much.
it shakes its hilt at you, which you equate to somebody shaking their ass in your direction.
I bare my fangs at it and hiss.
Also, I just want to say, that picture that you linked of the snake, he accidentally bites himself in that gif. That's hilarious.
It is okay, I am immune to poison. I can bite myself.
And it's Steven's turn. Steven is gonna step back in again and take another whack at this sword, not with advantage, but he just wants it to not be a problem anymore. Fucking hell, Steven, you can't hit anything. That's 10. Lomiak, you're up. With advantage is 14. Oh, they rolled a 4. You overpower it and get to make an attack against someone. You can use the longsword to do so. Is that a reckless attack? Sword shatters. And as if quelled by the destruction of one of its brothers, the purple sword in your hand ceases to fight you, although it does quiver lightly in your hands, as though a bit of electricity were running through it, almost. Alrighty, yep, purple sword is going with you. You just have a sword now. You currently have a flying sword under your prey. It is removed from the turn order and you may make attacks with it. And what exactly that means for your future, well, maybe a long rest and concentrating on the sword will tell you. But you're still in combat. You got 2 sheathed swords flying around. Alright. Anything else for your turn, Alomiak? Okie dokie. War, you're up. Pink is dead, but there's still 2 sheathed swords that are flying around. Yellow and green.
I'm gonna go for yellow.
Okie dokie. Oh, you hit it!
Finally! Time to roll damage.
7. Oh, this guy hadn't been even damaged yet. He's just been in a sheath the whole time.
Oh boy.
There we go. Alright, anything else for your turn? Your axe slashes at it, damaging its hilt. The blade is perfectly fine because it's stuck in the scabbard right now.
Alright. I guess it's not really much else then.
Alright, it's Yellow's turn and it's gonna attempt to whap you on the head. It has disadvantage on the attack. But that is a 21. That hits you. It would have been 5 slashing damage, but it is going to be halved to 2 damage because it is in a sheath and it can't deal slashing damage in a sheath. Which is good because you only have 1 hit point left now. That is its turn though. Next up is Green, which is gonna try to attack Pixie with disadvantage as well. That is a 7 that misses. Fenton's turn again. He's gonna be like, no, no, War, this is how you do it. And he's gonna try to grab the sword again.
Okay.
Rolls a 16. Sword rolls a 14. Fenton grabs the sword and the hilt of it in one hand and the other and just holding it shut as the sword kind of jerks and wiggles trying to escape his grasp. It's his action. And Pixie's going to attempt the same thing with her sword. 16 versus... Oh, no. Up in the air she goes! Whee! Havu, you're up.
Right. Havu's kind of fed up with this and is like, okay, that is it. We are done. And she's going to Sacred Flame the green one and hopefully hit it.
No. Well, actually, I think it would have disadvantage because it's in a sheath and it's dragging around the weight. Okay, never mind. You do hit it. 7 damage and... Is that the sword or Pixie? That's the sword. You hear a sharp shattering noise and the sword goes still and Pixie falls down and then the hilt falls out of the sheath as small pieces of glittering steel rain out after it.
I turn to the yellow one and go, that is enough. We are done.
Pixie needs to roll a dexterity saving throw. Pixie's going to take some stabbing damage from broken sword bits. Pixie takes 2 damage. Ow! My butt! Anything else for your turn, Havu?
I'm gonna close the door and go, it is time for rest, and I'm going to just sit down in front of the door.
In this room of broken metal?
Yes! Since no one wants to leave the room, we are going to stay in the room.
Okay. Alright, it's Steven's turn. And Steven is gonna hold his action to try to shoot the yellow sword if it drags Fenton up again so that he has a shot at it. Olomiak, what would you like to do? Since it's sheathed and Fenton is holding it. Well, you do have advantage on it, but a 13 is not gonna hit. unfortunately. Also, if you're using your great axe, what are you doing with the flying sword that you have quelled? Oh, well then go ahead and click the long sword and try again. Yeah, that hits. How much health did you have left? There's a sharp shattering sound, and psh, and Finn is like, "Aw, man, you ruined my rapier sheath." Havu grabs Steven and starts to bandage him up. Also, you guys are now out of combat. Steven lets you do it. He's kind of trying to shuffle things out of the way with his feet to make a place for himself to sit down. Um, and then kind of freezes up as Lomiak stomps back towards him because he's still super huge and super angry. And he's like, "Oh, okay, thanks." As you start helping him move the junk. And he shove it inside sheath and tie it into the sheath, piece bonding it so it can't get out and stab people. That's a good thing. And with that, as you guys settle in for what could be a short or a long rest, I'm not sure. We'll find out next time. I think that's where we're going to stop for the night since one of us has already fallen asleep and fallen off the face of the map.
Must suck for them.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching tonight. We greatly appreciate it. You can catch us this Friday for Dragons, also maybe Dungeons, also possibly at some point next week for holiday shenanigans. I haven't decided what days and or nights that's happening, so we'll see. Okay, we love you. Bye.